Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I have a set that I've never actually done a video on. This is the UCS Star Wars Republic Gunship, which came out last summer for $350 US, although I believe they've risen the price to $400 in 2022. And I don't even think I did an unboxing, which I try to do an unboxing for all direct-to-consumer LEGO sets I buy just because I like making them. But I definitely didn't do a review or anything like that. And I just sold this set and I'm getting ready to dismantle it, so I thought, why not do a little video for you guys? This is actually the first direct-to-consumer set that I have ever sold. You guys know I do sell used sets and other stuff on Bricklink and eBay, but I've never sold one of my own direct-to-consumer sets, and that's because I've got some stuff that's earmarked for sale where I'm thinking if I need money or if I need space in the future, I know what I'm going to get rid of first. And this is one of those sets. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I've never seen the prequels. I don't even like this ship that much, but I saw it on sale. And so I was like, you know what? It looks like a really cool build. So let's just buy it and build it. And then, you know, when something better comes along, I'll just sell this one. Or, I mean, I'm actually at school right now. So the idea was I'll sell it when, you know, I'm going to move out so that I don't need to lug it all the way back home. And that's basically what I've done. Unfortunately, like, it was a US buyer, so I'm just going to dismantle it and then take it home in my suitcase when I go home this weekend. But yeah, it was just like, it's just kind of an interesting experience for me because I've never sold a direct-to-consumer set of my own before. And so I wanted to like just make a video on it. Also, I accidentally just realized that that is untrue. I have sold one other direct-to-consumer set, Betrayal at Cloud City, but I kept the minifigures from that one. That's what I do sometimes, is I'll sell sets used, but I'll keep the minifigures if I really like them. This one I'm not keeping the minifigures for. So it's the first direct-to-consumer set that I've completely sold. Like, I'm gaining nothing from buying this apart from having built it and, you know, enjoyed it as a display piece for the last few months. Because I built it in April, it's now, or it's October, not September anymore. So I've had a good few months with it. And like, the thing is, I really like the design of this ship, and that's why I wanted to do a video, because I thought it was a lot of fun to put together and I really like it, but it's just way too large. If you guys noticed, I don't have my backdrop pulled over my desk like I usually do, because this thing would be impossible to turn around if I did that. And it's so huge that its wingspan is basically like, it might even be bigger than like the depth of my desk, because if it's pushed back too far, it's like making the backdrop like drag around. And the thing is, like, ever since LEGO's been doing more minifigure scale direct-to-consumer sets, that's what I've really become more interested in. Like the new Razor Crest, I saw it compared to this set, and it seems to be a lot smaller because this thing is just a behemoth. But also, to be fair, this thing is all just empty open space. It's got like a huge like empty section in the middle of it, whereas the Razor Crest is like really finely detailed. And so like that's kind of the thing. I also wanted to buy the new or the UCS AT-AT set from last year, which I just did last weekend. But that was kind of like my trade-off. I was like, if I'm going to buy that set, then this needs to go. And like, I just prefer doing things that way, because the other thing is that I like minifigure scale stuff a lot better. I don't have a use for a ship this large and unwieldy when there's so many other LEGO sets to buy and there's stuff that works with minifigures. Because like, no, I don't play with my LEGO sets a lot or anything anymore, but I still feel like even as a display piece, it's more fun when you can put a minifigure into like something like this and then like open it up and like, you know, show it to people or take it out or, you know, switch things up. And so I mean, I'm sure, I know they've made minifigure scale Republic Gunships. I've never owned one, and if they made a new one, I would probably buy it. But this just isn't a set that I'm really like into keeping long term. Because the other thing is that I'm really an interior person. Like, I love it when LEGO ships and buildings and everything have interiors. Any kind of interior. That's why the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer, I love that set, but I'm really like sad that it doesn't have any kind of interior space whatsoever. So that's why even on a model like this, which is completely incompatible with minifigures, my favorite parts are like these cockpit details, like with the little chairs and with the little screens, and even, you know, like the exclusive printed windshields. That's actually something that really drew me to this set. I really liked all of the exclusive prints, not just these guys, but then also, please fit in, all of like the gunner's turrets and everything. And you do have like a slight interior here, but again, like there's just not really any detail. There's some screens that obviously are not minifigure sized and you can put those in. But yeah, like I like sets with interiors better. So I mean, I don't regret buying this, but with how many big sets Lego's coming out with nowadays, I don't know if I would do something like this again. I mean, for the months of October and November 2022 alone, I'm like torn on what to buy. I've already bought the new Bowser set, but then, you know, there's the UCS Razor Crest, there's the new Black Panther bust, there's the new Hulkbuster coming out next month, there's the new Eiffel Tower, and all of those sets are $270 to $680, which is an obscene amount of money to be spending on Lego in like 2 months on just like 5 sets. So I don't think I'm gonna buy another Star Wars ship like this that I'm not super interested in again. I did it with the Land Speeder recently for May the 4th, but again, like that has like minifigures that I want to keep with that awesome C-3PO. But I mean, like even that set, like I'm gonna sell the Land Speeder. That's not something I'm interested in keeping for more than a few months to a year. So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to become more judicious in what direct-to-consumer sets I buy. And I mean, Star Wars is coming out with some really good ones though, because that's the thing. Like this ship design has always intrigued me. One of my close friends when I was a kid had like a minifigure scale version of this or a minifigure compatible version of this, and I really liked it. And so I'm excited that, you know, I was able to own my own version of the Republic Gunship. But I just really feel like no one has space for stuff this big. Like if this is the only UCS Star Wars set you have, it's probably okay, but like it's just so hard to display. I've had it on top of a bookshelf, but there was no room for the stand, so it was just like sitting there, and it was at a weird angle. So I mean, I don't understand how even people that buy like only UCS Star Wars sets are displaying like sets like this amongst everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to talk about the set a little bit since I think the most I ever did was like post it on my Instagram maybe. And I like talking about Lego sets, you know? I buy a lot of them. I don't film all of them, but I probably do film like a solid 90 to 95% of them. And so it just felt kind of weird for me to like start dismantling this set without ever having like really talked about it. So yeah, I think it's a really cool design. It's a really fun build, but not something that needs to be like a permanent addition to my collection. Let me know what you guys think about this set, and let me know if you prefer minifigure scale UCS sets like the AT-AT and the Razor Crest and the Millennium Falcon, or if you prefer like larger than minifigure scale sets. Because to me, like I'm a micro scale or minifigure scale person, for Star Wars at least. Because like for Marvel, larger than minifigure scale, I will go there in a heartbeat. But for Star Wars, I'm really just micro scale or minifigure compatible. So that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I will see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.